What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is AkeemHaynes. I'm a two-time Olympic bronze medalist, author, motivational speaker, and sports commentator. On my channel, we talk boxing, MMA, track and field, and of course, motivation and encouraging content. If this is something that you enjoy, then I hope that you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Issac Dogboe and Joet Gonzalez, the post-fight recap. What did we think of this fight? I knew this was going to be a good fight. I knew it was going to be an entertaining fight. The way how this one started, right? I had the first 3 rounds. I gave it to Issac Dogboe, right? I just felt like he was dictating the pace and the rhythm of this fight from the first round to the 3rd round. I said before in the breakdown of this fight, I sometimes don't know if Joet Gonzalez is coming to fight or he's coming to try to box. Right? If he's trying to fight, you know he's going to come forward. You know he's going to be the aggressor, and he's going to let the hands go when he finds range and within range. Or if he's coming in trying to box, he's going to stay from a distance, stay from afar, and his work rate is not going to be very consistent. And I felt like that is exactly what we saw for the first 3 rounds from Joet Gonzalez. It just looked like he didn't find his groove. It just looked like he was a little bit uninterested in the fight. But in the 4th round, it looked like he was going to be the Joet Gonzalez that we kind of expected him to be, right? The one that's going to come forward, the one that's going to try to close the gap, the one who's going to work the body, the one who is going to fluster his opponents with the volume punches. And he did hurt Issac Dogboe in that round. And that was a big round for him. And I was expecting him to capitalize that moving forward. But Dogboe came back strong in the 5th round, landing some very good body shots. And he started to box again, slipping on the inside, right? Landing body shots, uppercuts if he could, and then slipping outside as well. So he was changing his angles and moving away from danger. It was a very smart game plan. You could tell that him and his team, they really did a lot of different things inside this training camp to prepare for this fight. Dogboe was putting together beautiful combinations all night, right? And he was effective when he was fighting from range. Anytime Joet Gonzalez decided that he was going to turn it on, anytime that he decided that he was going to put the pressure on, he would neutralize Dogboe. There was a couple times when he had him in the corner and he got off 7 to 8 shots before Dogboe got off 2 of his, right? But it just didn't seem like when he was inside the position where he could capitalize, it just didn't seem like he was willing to really wanting to commit to that. I don't know what it was in this one, but I just didn't see that same Joet Gonzalez that I saw in his last fight. But going into the 9th round, it seemed like the momentum was shifting. It seemed like Dogboe was starting to fade. He was getting a little bit tired. It seemed like Joet Gonzalez was starting to gain the momentum. One could argue that the scorecard was even going into the last 2 rounds. I figured the last 2 rounds would determine the fight. I gave the first 3 rounds to Dogboe, but I felt like Joet Gonzalez found his way back into being on this scorecard, right? Because Dogboe was getting a little bit tired, and Joet Gonzalez, he was just landing the cleaner shots, even though I think Dogboe outworked him for most of this fight. He did land some clean, flush shots, right? Some eye-catching shots that I'm sure that the officials saw from their angle. The last 2 rounds determined who would win this fight. The championship rounds are about heart. It's about who can dig deep and find the will to win this fight while taking the necessary risk if needed, but being smart enough with each placement, with each movement. And Issac Dogboe did what he needed to do to win this fight and get it done. But I want to say this. I thought his corner played a massive role in this one for him. They had a great game plan, and he executed that to the best of his ability. And the way that Dogboe's coach poured into him, that encouragement goes so far, right? And it showed tonight. You saw what his trainer was doing. He was saying, look, it's your time, right? Go ahead and take the moment. I believe it. And in moments like that, especially in the championship rounds, the body is going to be tired, but the mind can still be sharp. The mind can find encouragement and inspiration. And that is what that coach did in that moment. He didn't need instructions on how to box. He just needed a reminder. He needed encouragement. He needed that reinforcement that he could get the job done. So hats off to Issac Dogboe. I didn't see the same Joet Gonzalez that I saw in the last fight. I don't know what the case was, but this wasn't the same fighter that we are accustomed to. But nonetheless, I thought he fought back in the middle rounds to even it up on the scorecards. But the last 2 rounds, I gave it to Issac Dogboe. What are your thoughts on this one? Who did you have winning? Let me know in the comments section below. What is next for Issac Dogboe? I know they're saying Emmanuel Navarrete, right? He's already fought him twice before and lost twice. Is it going to be worth a third time? What's going to be different? That's possibly something that we might see down the road next. But who do you think Issac Dogboe should fight next? What do you think about Joet Gonzalez? What was your thoughts about his performance? Were you seeing something different? Were you seeing the same thing, or was I far off? Let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways that you can do so. You can like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you would like to support the channel by way of donation, you can find the options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle will be on screen here as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel and would truly be appreciated. If you're watching the video this long, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.